What if you could direct a video with seriously complex special effects, not from a massive studio, but right from your own desk? Well, that's the revolution we're diving into today with a groundbreaking AI model called Seedance 2.0. And believe me, it is fundamentally changing the entire game of how creative content gets made.
Okay, so to really get a grip on this, let's just start with the numbers. Because the most immediate, the most shocking impact of this technology is what it does to the cost of creation. This is where it gets wild.
And wow, this slide just lays it all out. A 5-second special effects shot, something that used to cost 3,000 RMB and take a whole month to produce, can now be generated for just 3 RMB in 2 minutes. I mean, the scale of that change is it's staggering. It's almost hard to believe.
So yeah, that number you're seeing, 1,000 times cheaper. That's not just an improvement, right? This is a total democratization of production. It's basically handing the keys to a professional-level toolkit to everyone.
So you're probably asking, how on earth is this even possible? Well, let's pop the hood and take a look inside the unique architecture of Seedance 2.0. This is where the real magic happens.
You know, with older AI models, it was kind of like a black box. You'd type in a prompt, cross your fingers, and just hope for the best. Seedance 2.0 is completely different. It's built to be a console, a control panel. It understands multiple types of creative assets, text, images, video clips, and audio files, all working together all at once.
And the secret sauce, the magic wand for all this control, it's something super simple, the @ symbol. This little bit of syntax lets you cast your uploaded files for specific roles. It's what transforms you from just a prompt writer into a true scene director.
And check out how simple the workflow is. First, you just upload your assets, your images, your videos, your audio. Second, you assign them roles right in your prompt using that @ command, like @image1 is the main character. And then third, you just direct the scene. It gives you this incredible amount of granular control over the final output.
And we're not talking about just a couple of files here. This system is built for seriously complex projects. You can throw up to 12 different assets at it in a single generation. We're talking 9 images, 3 videos, and 3 audio files. That level of complexity is what lets you create these really rich, layered videos.
All right, so this all sounds amazing, but how does Seedance 2.0 actually stack up against the other big dogs in the AI video space? Let's get into the great AI showdown, Seedance versus giants like OpenAI's Sora and Google's Veo.
You know, this isn't just a tech race, it's really a clash of creative philosophies. I love this analogy, the pragmatic producer versus the method actor. It's perfect. Seedance 2.0 is that pragmatic producer. It's all about control, efficiency, and getting the job done exactly right. Then you've got a model like Sora 2, which is more like the method actor, completely obsessed with high-concept realism and world simulation. And when you put them head-to-head like this, you can really see how each model is carving out its own specific niche. Seedance, with its 2K resolution and that amazing multimodal control, is just perfect for things like brand ads. Sora seems to be leaning into the indie film world, and Veo is targeting the pro cinema market.
But you know what? Maybe the biggest competitive advantage for Seedance isn't a feature you can see on a list. It's something you feel in your workflow, and that is reliability.
I mean, just look at this jump. It tells the whole story. Older models had a usability rate of around 20%. That means most of your time and credits were just wasted. Seedance pushes that success rate to over 90%. That's what makes it a truly production-ready tool, not just an experiment.
And a leap in efficiency like that? Well, it creates massive economic ripples. It's opening up entirely new opportunities for creators all over the globe, from huge studios to tiny startups with a great idea.
And of course, accessibility is absolutely key to this new economy. And there's a whole ecosystem popping up to provide it. You've got pro-grade platforms like Dreamina, but also apps like Little Skylark that give out free trial points, perfect for students and hobbyists just starting out.
What's also really fascinating is that ByteDance is looking way beyond the traditional markets. They're investing heavily in the incredibly vibrant creative economy of East Africa, with Nairobi becoming the central hub. It's a powerful signal that this creative revolution is a truly global phenomenon.
And they're not just, dropping an app and walking away. They're building an entire ecosystem. We're talking local data centers for AI compute power, regional partnerships for inclusive growth, and even monetization hubs through TikTok so local creators can turn their vision into a real livelihood. It's the whole shebang.
Okay,
So let's zoom back in for a minute, because when you unleash this kind of incredible creative power, you also have to talk about the rules. And even more importantly, you have to talk about responsibility.
You know, this didn't just happen overnight. The journey to this point has been this very deliberate evolution. Version 1 was about stabilizing motion. 1.5 Pro brought in audio sync. Now 2.0 unifies it all. And this is all powered by something called Seedream 5.0, which is the underlying director-level architecture that makes this whole console idea work.
And this is really crucial. Acknowledging the huge risks involved, ByteDance made a very proactive move. To get ahead of the massive ethical concern of deepfakes, they suspended the feature that allowed users to upload and clone real human faces. Their official reason was to keep the ecosystem healthy. And that statement right there, it just perfectly captures the tightrope these companies are walking. That constant tension between what is technologically possible and what is ethically responsible.
So where does all this leave us? It leaves us with a really powerful thought. As all that technical and financial barriers to creation just evaporate, the ultimate limit is no longer the tool in our hands. The new challenge, for you, for me, for all of us, isn't how to make something anymore. It's what we can dare to imagine in the first place.